Hi y'all. My hair is not the business. It's like I got it done at Dry Bar and no one at Dry Bar knows how to do anyone's hair who's fucking curly. Like, it should not be this puffy and this dry after a blow dry. So I immediately just put my extensions in because I needed to look less shitty than how shitty it looked after I left Dry Bar. Hire people that know how to do black people's hair. Spanish people's hair. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, please comment below if you know there of any Dominican blow dry spots in Los Angeles that know how to do roller sets. You know, like the old school roll it, sit under the dryer for 45 minutes, and then blow dry it or flat iron it, because that's what I need for my hair, not Dry Bar. Anywho, you guys wanted a video about Bad Girls Club 13, so here is the video about Bad Girls Club 13. Me and Gabby were supposed to do that season together, but she just gave birth, so like she absolutely could not leave her child to go film for 3 months or 2.5. I don't know if this one was 2.5 or 3, but we were there for what felt like forever. And I hope I have enough time to do this video. I don't know why I chose to do this when I'm rushing. Anyways, besides the point. I'm out of breath. I get cast to go. The first day I'm there, I'm wearing like this red sparkly dress. I have my purple hair extensions because I went through this phase where I like really was obsessed with purple hair. The first night there, we all get in the house and you can tell it's just like everyone's being like the fake, hey, how are you? Oh my god, season 10? Wow, I was season 8. How was your experience? But I went in there and I was already friends with Julie and Judy, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Thinking that we'd be like friends forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and I didn't really have to make other friends. Plus Camilla was there, and Camilla, me and her have and will always be cool, knock on wood. So first night we go out, Judy is already pissing me off because it's like she instantly went into the house. I think she came drunk, she drank more, we went to the club, she drank more, we came back, she drank more, and in the limo she kept pouring liquor on me, and I was just so fucking annoyed. I'm like, yo, Judy, girl, back the fuck up. I just straightened my fucking hair today because it's the first day of the show. I don't want fucking Grey Goose in my tracks. Back the fuck up off me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so fucking annoying. Anywho, so first night goes by. I don't really remember day in and day out of the whole experience because it was so fucking long ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago we did that show. But what you guys want to know about is the juicy fights. I'll never forget it. My fat ass never went to the gym, but I did go to the gym this one night. I walked on the treadmill for like maybe 20 minutes. And when I got back from the gym, the security at the bottom of the hill would not let me drive up. And I'm like, why can't I go up? So I missed the fight between Judy and Jada, so I don't know what happened, what went down there, because I missed the whole fucking thing. Which was annoying, because I love to like have my popcorn, sit front row for any fist fight. I'm like, what's up? Who's throwing the first hit? Who's doing it? Who talked the most shit? So I was pissed that I fucking missed that, because the house was kind of boring and dry in the beginning. So I forget who went to a hotel that night. I think it might have been, I think it was Jada and Judy both had to go to the hotel that night. I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. So anyways, I missed that fight. Then there was like a period in time where like the house like divided into 2 at some point. It was Rocky, Julie, Jada. And then there was just Judy. And then there was me by myself. And Camilla. Camilla and me both really kind of minded our own business. And Red was kind of floating around. She didn't really have any beef with anybody. She couldn't stand Natalie. But basically the 2 groups of the house was Natalie versus everyone. Jada, Rocky, and Julie had like a weird like threesome going on. And then there was Judy by herself, and I don't think she could handle the fact that Julie was making other friends. I mean, I found it quite annoying, Julie's behavior. I think she was so concerned about how bad she was edited on the previous shows that she was really concerned about her image on 13. What really did it for me with Julie was when she had sex in my bed in the house. And like, I will say this, me and Julie have some really good memories. I have some of the best laughs I've ever had were with that chick. I wish her nothing but the best. I honestly can't pinpoint when, how, or why we aren't friends. It's just one of those things where it was like we tried it out, it didn't work. I'm never gonna talk shit about her because she's never done anything to me to the point where I would talk shit about her. I think really what it came down to is when I dated CT, she hated CT for me. And when she dated her ex-boyfriend, I hated her ex-boyfriend for her. And instead of really voicing it in like a loving, friendly manner, we kind of like shitted on each other for it. So it was like, I kind of do that with Gabby too. I think when I get really close with my friends, instead of saying it the way I'm supposed to say it, I just say it how I'm comfortable. And some people can't handle that, and she couldn't handle that. And when we were in Hawaii, we just did not get along. There was like times where like we'd literally go from having sleepovers together in Boston, going out every week, like calling each other all the time, texting each other every day, to walking past each other in the Bad Girls Club 13 house, not even saying one word to each other. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I had no beef with her on All-Star Battle. Really, the end of our friendship was 13. Well, she moved to California and we kind of drifted. Because, you know, anytime a person moves to a different state, like, you can stay as close as possible. But when they do leave your vicinity, it's harder to have that same friendship and that same bond when you can't just hit them up and say, hey, it's Friday night, I'll be over in 20 minutes with a bottle of fucking 19 Crimes, you know? So we kind of drifted before 13, and then we did 13, and we came in kind of close, and then just like within maybe a week or two, it was just like not friends at all. And it was weird because like my parents came to visit the house, and like she would talk to them, like she didn't ignore them, and my parents love Julie, like they find her very entertaining. So it was just kind of weird because I wasn't talking to her, but I appreciated the fact that she didn't ignore my parents because she wasn't speaking to me, so that was good. Who else fought? Like in Hawaii, liquor was flowing. I think I called Julie the C word, which was really bad, but I think I was just really mad at her because I loved her friendship so much and she wasn't my friend. So like I hated her for that. And because of that hatred, it just kind of went downhill. But I also was a completely different person 4 years ago when I did that show than I am now, so I can see where I fucked up in that friendship. But again, I believe everything happens for a reason. If two people are supposed to be friends, they're supposed to be friends, and that's just the truth. That's just facts. So anyways, that was me and Julie's drama. I knew that was going to be a question about that season. And then Judy had like a mental fucking breakdown, and like she got drunk one night and told Rocky, Julie, and Jada that she was going to slit their throats and like wear their face or something at Mardi Gras. She said some like reckless, crazy shit. And I know she was just saying it to be like, quote unquote, Judy, the voodoo queen. I don't think she meant any like actual harm by what she said, but they deemed it to be harmful. So they actually got the psychologist involved and she got sent home early. She got sent home like right before we went to Hawaii, which sucked because I mean, girl, you missed out on fucking Hawaii. And honestly, she provided so much entertainment in the house on days that it was boring that I was like, no, why couldn't you just be less of a psycho? Why? Why, Judy? Why? But she ended up going home, and then they replaced her with Rima. And I guess Rima is popular in a season because of her fight with Megan. But I was shocked that they picked Rima over someone like Megan, who had such an epic fight. But I think they were trying to go with more neutral people. People they knew were going to come in and cause less drama, as opposed to somebody that's going to come in like, quote-unquote, guns blazing. Whatever. And the fight with Natalie and Red, it actually started with Natalie and Camilla because Natalie was talking mad shit to Cam. And Camilla was doing her thing, and we thought they were going to scrap, so everyone was in the kitchen. They even had to shut down interviews because the fighting just went all day long. It started at, like, lunchtime and, like, continued until the sun went down. So we thought it was definitely going to be Natalie and Camilla that fought, but Red started talking shit, and out of nowhere, Red just comes up and like, it's just a brawl, and it's like so quick and so fast, and I was standing at such a weird angle that I couldn't see exactly what was going on. I just saw the aftermath, and the aftermath is that Natalie was basically missing a chunk of her arm. But instead of Red going home, it was actually Natalie and Red that went home. So instead of like keeping Natalie for drama purposes and ratings, which everyone thought, you know, would happen, they sent both of them packing. And that was like week 1. I think that was like right in the beginning. I was like, holy shit. We got Red gone. We got Natalie gone. And then Judy was gone like real quickly after. And then there was a point where everybody turned on Sarah. Not me. I didn't have any beef with Sarah at all. In fact, I kind of felt bad for her. She cried a lot in the house. Everyone turned on Sarah at some point, and they like, there was one time where her and Rocky went at it, and Rocky literally ripped out, because Sarah doesn't wear extensions, so Rocky was literally holding her fucking real, like, hair. It looked like as if she took like one of my side pieces out of my tracks and was just holding it in her hand. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is some ratchet ass shit. And then the night that Jada hit me in the head with the heel, we all went to the club, and I was like blackout drunk, like drunk bitches. This is back in the day when I thought mixing tequila and vodka and everything I could find was like a good look. And we're the limo, and her and Camilla keep going at it and keep going at it and keep going at it. And I think she threw the heel to hit Camilla, but instead of it hitting Camilla, it hit me right here, my eyebrow. I actually have a permanent scar. I don't know if you guys, basically no hair grows there anymore. But she hit me in my eyebrow. And it didn't hurt at first. I think I just sat there. But I think what got me was there was like blood dripping down like my face. And I just don't handle blood well at all. And I don't handle anyone touching my face like that. Like, this is, don't touch this. Don't touch this ever. Okay? So they took me to the hospital. They wanted me to get stitches in my eyebrow, but I was like, I don't want stitches. So they were like, okay, just leave like a bandage over it for a day. So I had to like walk around the house with like a bandage on. Jada got sent home immediately. She couldn't even come back to the house. I was like, bye girl, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. She missed, oh, she didn't miss Hawaii. This is right after Hawaii, because this is when her and Camilla were going back and forth. So basically what happened in Hawaii is the house was just so divided. It was literally just Julie, Jada, and Rocky, and then it was me, Cam, and Sarah, and Rima was with the other girls, obviously, and we all went to a luau, and finally, it was the first night in Hawaii where there was no tension, there was no beef, everyone was having a good time. The purpose of luau's is like love and respect and all this like lovey-dovey, you're supposed to feel amazing when you go to a luau, and you're supposed to put the drama and the bullshit aside. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what should happen. It didn't happen. So we get back, and we all have our cameras. I have my camera, Cam has her camera, like everyone's taking pictures. Like we can't upload these obviously until the season airs, but we wanted those memories, you know, especially when our families came out for the cookout. We wanted to be able to look back and say, oh my God, remember this moment was awesome, blah, 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 blah. So when we got back, Jada took Camilla's camera. She didn't throw it, break it. She quote unquote threw it away. But production loves Cam, so they took Camilla's camera. Wherever Jada threw it away, production took her camera. But they didn't tell Camilla that. So Camilla went motherfucking apeshit. Like, lost her fucking mind. So this fight started in Hawaii. There was nothing going on the plane. When we got back in the limo to go back to the house from Hawaii, continued in the limo, continued till we went to sleep. We went out the following night. And when we got into the limo the following night, the fight continued. And that's when I got hit in the head with the heel. And that's when Jada left. And after Jada left, production let Camilla know that they have her camera and her pictures. So she was like, oh, okay. But the point is, the bitch took it. So And then other than that, like, I really feel like that narrows down the drama. I wasn't there for when Rocky went to go see her dad in jail. Me and Julie, like, semi-made up at the end of the show, but we were never the same after that. And we actually never friends after Bad Girls Club 13. I haven't seen Julie since we filmed that show, which was like 4 years ago. My parents flew out. They didn't force me, but they basically forced me to tell my dad on camera about my situation with Chris, which my mom knew about the whole time, and we didn't tell my dad. So that was kind of dramatic, and I know my dad kept it cool for camera, but when I look back on it, I cringe because it's just not something you want to, like, tell your pops about while cameras are rolling. So that was fucked up. And then other than that, we went to the reunion. I think Sarah might have been on, like, some Perks or Xans, and she mixed it with liquor because she was on one at the motherfucking reunion. Bitch was, like, talking the whole time, ready to fight, but, like, blacking out. Like, I don't think she remembers shit. Let's ask her. Let's ask Sarah if she remembers anything from that reunion. And then Camilla was talking shit to Jada and got off stage, and I was sitting down. I think I might have gotten up. I don't know if I got up and then sat back down, because when Jada came up to me, I didn't think she was going to throw hands, because I was not prepared for her sucker punch. But she sucker punched me. I got a huge knot on my forehead. But I just thought it was funny that, like, you waited till the bitch that was going to actually beat your ass to get off stage to come fight me when you don't know I don't fight. I mean, I would have definitely tried to attempt to fight her. I would have gotten a little bit more prepared, but I just didn't think she was going to hit me. Ever. It wasn't even a thought that crossed my mind. But of course, I took a hit, and I always tell Cam, I took a hit for you, so we're friends for life. And then we got off stage, and that was the last we ever filmed for Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club 13 was the last all of us were ever in the same room together. And in my honest opinion, I feel like that show could have done really well and really good if they switched it up. I think the life coach was a fucking joke. I don't take you serious, bitch. You are in Fear Factor. You get paid to do this. You have more makeup on than all 14 girls combined. Don't ever try to give me life advice. You're getting paid way more money than us to be here. Goodbye. They should have nixed that out. They should have, like, made it, like, a little bit more like Jersey Shore status and, like, got us all jobs and made us work together and, like, just did shit that could have made it go from season to season, and that probably would have picked a different cast. I don't think the cast they had was the cast that should have been on there. I think it should have been me, Gabby, if Gabby didn't have a baby, Camilla, Natalie, Megan, 110%, Winter. Oh, wait. Winter and shit weren't even on here yet. Okay, well, this would be my all-star cast now. Me, Gabby, Camilla, Natalie, Megan for sure, Winter 110%. Dream Doll can't because of her contract, but probably Dream Doll. Who else? I mean, at this point, the Claremont twins shit, like, put them on there. Just don't bring any of your designer stuff this time. Just come with, like, some, like, basic ass Fashion Nova. You know what I'm saying, girls? Don't bring your designer shit to the Bad Girls Clubhouse. You know what you signed up for. You knew somebody was gonna throw that shit in the fucking pool. And honestly, probably bring Erica back, because that would, like, make her life. And it would just be funny to see how she acted being back filming again. Gia, that bitch is crazy. Honestly, Amy, there's, like, I feel like basically 90% of season 8 and a few others from a couple other seasons would be good for an all-star season or some type of, like, fucking spin-off. They just don't know what direction to go in because everybody gets so violent, you know what I'm saying? If we can maybe be less violent, but just still throw a little bit of, like, you know, spice in it. Ain't nobody need a life coach. I mean, we do, but not on camera. Ain't nobody want to see that bullshit, hear about that bullshit. Like, they should have done something so different. That show had so much potential. There's no way that Bad Girls Club should have got canceled before Real World, and that's facts. Because I don't know not one person who's even going to tune in to this new Real World show. And I, like, applied for it just because I at the time was still obsessed with getting on reality TV, but now I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, if the check is good, yeah. If someone had hit me up with like a awesome proposal, I'd for sure do it. Anything that has to come with Bad Girls Club though, sign me the fuck up. For sure. I'll rep that show. It's tatted on my ankle, bitches. I'll rep that show till the day I die, honey. I'm a bad girl for life. For life. Okay? But that show shouldn't have been canceled. If Facebook can bring back Real World, they can bring back Bad Girls Club. But it's like, doing shit on Facebook, I just don't understand. I don't use Facebook, so I don't really understand the point of it. But, see, this is the thing, though. The people on Real World, Johnny Bananas, CT, all these fucking older people, they put their bullshit aside. And they said, let's all fucking have the drama when the cameras are rolling, but outside of these cameras, let's fucking put our foot down and make sure these motherfuckers, one, pay us good to show up, and we have a job for till retirement. But every bad girl is so fucking stubborn and so into themselves that nobody can fucking start a group chat with all the important girls' numbers and say, yo, bitches, this is what we need to do before the show is canceled. We all need to put our fucking bullshit and our problems aside. Save it for when we get on the motherfucking set that we should get paid properly to show up to. And then we could do the bullshit. But in the meantime, let's all put our fucking foot down and say, we're not showing up unless we're all getting paid this. We're not showing up unless this, this, and this. We should have had a fucking rider. But nobody wanted to come together. Nobody wanted to be, like, at the end of the day, whether I ever talk to so-so and so-so and so-so ever again in life, whether I fucking fist fight or get my ass beat or do this and do that, we should have at least come together about some goddamn money. Because if we did that before 13, before All-Star Battle, before all these fucking spin-offs, we would have had enough money to be good right now. But nobody cared about that. Everybody just cared about their pride. And now the show's fucking canceled, and now none of us will ever have to speak to each other ever again. Because there's no money to be talked about. Because the show is canceled. So, next time, ladies, if the show ever comes back and they ask us to be back, let's all be about our bullshit. Let's all be about this money. Yes, of course we're down to do Bad Girls Club again, All-Star, as grown-ass women and adults. But what's the money like? We all want this. On paper. We want this contract. Not that contract, this contract. Anyways, I gotta go. That's all I can remember. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of shit that you guys want to hear about, but that's all I could remember. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast, Swallow It Podcast. Don't forget to buy my book on Amazon, Don't Be That Bitch. And I love y'all. Stay bad.